answers or insight, for I am certainly far from any semblance of an oracle or an expert. When pondering what to say today, as I stared at a Google document that was as blank as my mind was, I eventually decided I wanted to take this moment and talk about something that I feel is vitally important to all of us, and that is hope. Now, I know the concept of hope is nothing new, or as my younger students would say, it's not modish, or natty, or bussin'. Did I say that right, bussin'? Hope has existed for as long as time, but unfortunately it often gets left behind and lost. And of course, let's not sugarcoat anything here, right? The past couple of years have been undeniably difficult. I don't feel like I need to list out the specific culprits that contributed to any of these hardships or discouragement, for those elephants in the room continue to speak loudly enough on their own. But I invite you to take just a moment and reflect on a time when you felt a bit hopeless in the past few years. Whether it involved the entire planet, the nation, our lovely state of Minnesota, or maybe just something very personal. And now look around. Here we are. Here you are. Is the world a perfect place? Nope. But let's not deny ourselves the joy in acknowledging and celebrating the good, because we're so caught up in the wrongs going on. Let us not zone in on the negative condition of things with such great focus that we push any hope to the back burner and forget to relight the flame. Now I'd like to share a little story. I have a wonderful friend whom I love dearly. And thankfully she isn't here to hear this right now or she'd kill me. But this friend of mine tends to be a bit misanthropic and quite opinionated. Perhaps some of you have one of those friends. I see some nods. So my friend and I, we meet for happy hour. We order beverages, and as I always try to remember, I tell the server politely that I do not need a straw. Now those of you who know me, who have taken a class with me, know that I strive to be an advocate of the environment, and even more so, the marine environment. I'm not saying that I am, guilt-free of my own carbon footprint or product choices, but I do what I can whenever I can. So our beverages arrive, and while listening to my friend talk, I do my best to be as obscure as possible. As I listen to her talk, I take this telescoping metal straw out of my purse and gently slide it into my glass. An action that is accompanied by the unease of what is going to transpire. My friend's expression changes. Her eyes narrow as her eyebrows lift, and one of the corners of her mouth curls up into this condescending crescent moon. What follows is a lecture on how my wee effort of using my metal straw makes zero impact on the environment, and my metal straw is simply propaganda. The moral of her rant is that I am not making any difference and cannot make a difference by refusing to use a plastic straw. This continues on for a few moments, and instead of facing her head on and getting into a heated debate, I am a true Minnesotan. So, I choose the passive-aggressive route. I calmly lift the bottom of my straw to rest just below the surface of my beverage, and I begin inhaling deeply to create loud, obnoxious slurping sounds until she stops talking. However, the last time we had this little dance, I decided to just speak up at the end of my slurping, and I said, well, maybe I'm not making a dent. Maybe I'm just throwing starfish. But I feel happy that at least I'm not contributing to the problem. I then add, and just imagine what would happen if everyone decided to make an effort to not contribute to the problem. Now, the story is not to blast on my friend's behavior or to highlight my amazing ability to slurp at deafening decibels. What I want to get across is that as we all continue on with our shiny new degrees and titles, please remain hopeful. Whatever your chosen field, you have succeeded in your commitment to better yourself, and you have achieved this additional level of education with the desire and the hope to contribute to your field. Do not let a friend, a colleague, the media, or anything discourage or dishearten you. Now, going back to my environmentalist mindset, I've watched numerous documentaries on the marine ecosystem. I love them, but they can also be a bit dismal sometimes. First, they show you the beauty and the awesomeness below the surface, same planet, entirely different world, and then this informative presentation of wonderment turns into doom and gloom, and everything is going to be destroyed and die and vanish, and we did it, and it's all our fault. But I use a metal straw. True. We as a planet, as a society, we may be in a boat full of holes. But that doesn't mean we should just throw our hands up and massage the shoulders of those drilling said holes. Grab a bucket, remain hopeful, and keep working on what you believe in. You may not see leaps and bounds straight away, and in fact, you may never see any headway during your career or lifetime, but that does not mean you didn't make some kind of an impact. So, my fellow graduates of 2022, please don't underestimate yourself. Don't fall for the lie that one person can't make a difference. All powerful movements began with the actions of individuals striving for change. Your actions count, and your actions matter. So please, be the change, keep believing in hope, and never stop throwing starfish. Thank you, and congratulations.